Hey guys, and welcome to the Igloo. Today we're going to be showing off one of these trap-based videos that probably is going to be more well needed, especially in this community, because I've been seeing a lot of people trapping people, especially because it's very easy to break into T3 and it's very easy to break into things. But you can incorporate this as part of your base. So what I'm showing right now is the build video about this kind of setup, and it's pretty much like a very known setup by a few different YouTubers. They'll be down below on who made them, and it's just putting my own spin to it, especially since like a while I haven't seen that many people use this, so I'm just like, alright, might as well. So the whole point of this is that whenever you have a bow, or whether you have like gas, the gas was the recent added one because of the purge mechanic, but I haven't seen anybody make this kind of stuff, so I'm just like, you know what, let's do it. So if you equip a throw with a gas, a fire, a tar, or a water orb, they will throw it like an attacking weapon. But here's the thing, this is the little kicker. If you put a fence, a cren, or anything in front of them, anything whatsoever, they won't attack. So same thing with the bow guys and the archers and everything else. They will not attack if there's a fence in front of them and it's just looking down. Even though I would love for them to just lob their stuff and make sure that they are completely okay, because the point of like an archer while inside a structure is to pretty much ring the doorbell, making sure that you are a-okay. So again, I got this set up. This is archer number 1 set up in that little hole, and I'm working on the second hole because I thought it would be okay at the very top, but you'll see later on in the video I made it at the level plane and I had to get rid of the fences. I didn't figure out at first that the fences were the ones that were causing them to not aggro onto the person that was attacking. Now if it was a person during raid hours, they would fall in this hole, and since the thralls are tied to the destruction system now, instead of them being their own entity, because they were being griefed on PvE servers and PvE conflict servers, I was just like, alright, so this is very interesting. So this is where I failed initially, being like, okay, why isn't Leon like triggering? I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna experiment with this Archer 3. Same thing, this is one of the big things that led me to make this trap-based video, is that now, because they are actually tied in with the AI now they don't get frickin' like poisoned if they have a gas mask on. Especially the set one. I haven't tested the other one, but this one is pretty nice about it, and even though he doesn't really have the best aim when it comes to like throwing it onto him, because he does the quick attack, so it kind of bounces everywhere, you kind of have to just let him keep throwing it over and over and over again. But it's still pretty funny that he can actually just lob so many gas orbs that it's just going all over the place. It's really funny that that could actually work, and it's actually pretty effective. If you're dealing with like a mass of like a bunch of thralls that is inside a base, and you have one of these thralls that follow you in, it would still be pretty effective. I mean, honestly, snake arrows would be better, especially for that, and then knockout arrows, but that's going to be in another video of how to knock out thralls for base defense. But while you're going up here, you see this kind of setup, you make sure that you go and you kind of put it to the area where they would fall down, and then because you set it up that way, you make sure everything's fine. You'll see later on in the video that I delete those fences at the very bottom because apparently they interrupted it. So once I got the top all sealed up and structured, I managed to make sure that I had a proper fall down hole. So again, this is also like one of the big things that you really need, is that you make sure that this is concealed, that this is a platform, and that's anything else. I only made it elevated for just demonstration purposes so that it can be done. Once I got everything set up, I was able to put the thralls back in and then run some tests. So once I finally was able to run proper tests, I managed to spawn him in, get everything else done, be like, hey, maybe he's actually like, maybe this is wrong. I made sure and double check that these guys would fire. And these guys, as soon as I start getting hits, like, they would take it out and they're like on the ready. We're about to throw, but they're not firing. So because they're not firing, I gotta be like, all right, so something has to be bugging them, which I was stating, where it's just like, all right, the only thing that's bugging them out right now is the fence. So once we got the fence set up, this is a proper trap base that can be done. As long as you have enough where they can actually do that, and your attacker doesn't come down with the gas mask, everything should be fine, especially for your setup. Now, a backup, what I would suggest is I would have them have a backup of a spear or a set of daggers or something so that they can always do damage. When you have something that they always do damage, they will be pretty powerful when it comes to that. Again, a few things that you need to make sure that you have when you're thrall. 1, you got to make sure you have a gas mask. 2, you got to have at least 1 gas orb because they have an infinite stack. And then the third thing, on top of all of that, you got to make sure that they have the biggest thing of them all is armor, because you don't want to have your thralls naked down there without having any armor so that they can actually be defended. And that's pretty much it. The rest is just me experimenting with the setups that I've been having and how, like, you can actually use some kills to do baby dragons, but they don't go into like areas that you have to have a loading screen, like going into the Black Keep, a few other things that are like that. So if you guys like this stuff, enjoy until the very end.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Puma. I'm the girlfriend of Justin, and I just wanted to let you know that we have a couple's Instagram account, and we post videos on that and pictures if you want to get to know more about our lives. And we also have a Patreon account, so if you want to look at that, links are in the description below. And have a nice day.